For my second rebuild of Madden 25, I want to rebuild my favorite team in the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a shame how average the Steelers have been since 2017 outside of the 2020 season, and pretty much how tough they've been to watch offensively in the post-Ben Roethlisberger era. And they've been in trade talks for the last couple of weeks with the San Francisco 49ers to try to get Brandon Ayuk. There's been rumors that the Steelers don't want to give up a first-round pick. The Steelers definitely don't even have the best package out there, but it's where Brandon Ayuk kind of wants to end up because he's going to block a trade or say, I'm not going to sign an extension with you. We'll see where we're at. Yeah, it's going to cost me a first-round pick. I said I'm not going to do that. We'll throw in 2 second-rounders in Calvin Austin. Would they accept this? It's probably going to have to be a first. All right, so we're going to go no Brandon Ayuk right now. And the Steelers have had a really good defense over the last couple of years, but I feel like whenever they have a good defense, they have a bad offense and vice versa. I mean, throughout the 2010s, in the post kind of Palomalo, Lamar Woodley, James Harrison era, they had such an elite offense with Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, Martavis Bryant, obviously Antonio Brown, and then that team went south. They had such a bad defense. Then they had such a good defense with TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Ryan Shazier, and I just feel like there was a lot of good guys defensively. Now this team has a good defense. The offense is going in the right direction. We'll see what the quarterback play looks like this year with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. It basically costed them nothing to get these two this offseason, but we'll see if either one of these guys could be a top 15 quarterback. They have 2 good running backs in Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. Warren probably the better of the 2. Then you have George Pickens as your wide receiver 1. They moved Deontay Johnson to Carolina. We'll see what Calvin Austin can do. We'll see what Roman Wilson, the rookie, can do. Out of Michigan, the O-line should be improved with Fatanu being their first round pick this year. Out of Washington, Isaac Sumalo at the guard spot, Zach Frazier at the center. Herbig did just get hurt. You have James Daniels, Broderick Jones, and Pat Freiermuth. Like, it is solid on the O-line. It should be better because the O-line has been bad for quite some time. You have Joey Porter Jr., who kind of broke out in his rookie year last year. They got Dante Jackson from the Deontay Johnson trade. I feel like he should not be a 79 overall. That seems kind of high value-wise. But this defense should still be good with the front 7 play. You got Patrick Queen, the big offseason signing. They got Cole Holcomb there. Alex Highsmith. Him and Watt outside is great. Keanu Benton, young D tackle, Ogunjobi there on the D-line. Like Deshaun Elliott, we'll see how he is. This team could definitely use, I thought of Justin Simmons, but he ended up signing with the Atlanta Falcons. So I expect the defense to be good. I worry about the offense, and obviously Minka Fitzpatrick, who I should have talked about being one of the best safeties in the NFL, and like just has been more than worth it since the Steelers traded a first-round pick for him and then obviously paid him a ton of money. I don't think this team wins double-digit games this year unless, like I said, Russell Wilson or Justin Fields breaks out. The thing is, like, they're both free agents at the end of the year. They would be able to like tag Fields, but I don't know if he's going to have that much playing time to do so. So I think for the first 8 weeks, I'm going to give Russell Wilson the quarterback job, but if he does not perform well, I'm going to go right to Fields. And we did start off the season with a dub. We won 21-18 against the Kirk Cousins-led Atlanta Falcons. Russell Wilson threw for 104 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Yeah, not as many yards as I would have liked. Najee Harris, though, was a beast on the ground, 15 for 161 and a touchdown. In the air, 5 for 57 and 2 touchdowns for George Pickens. The playbooks were so bad in the Bears rebuild, so I'm probably going to change it again. And we start off the season 2-0. Russell Wilson beats his former team, the Denver Broncos. We won 31-21. Russell Wilson played pretty well. 251, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, was sacked twice, 75% completion percentage. Bo Nix threw for 2 touchdowns against us. Najee Harris, okay, back-to-back elite games on the ground for Najee. 13 for 129 and a touchdown. Receiving wise, Cortland Sutton did well. George Pickens, back-to-back good games to start off the year. There's Freiermuth, Calvin Austin. Hopefully Roman Wilson can improve throughout the course of the year. Just be a good wide receiver 3. I think going forward, I'm cool with Pickens kind of going to the 2 and getting that number 1. That's why it would be nice if it was Brandon Ayuk. And look at Lamar Jackson having 40 rushing attempts in the first 2 weeks. Unfortunately, we did lose 31-21 in week 3 to the Chargers. Russell Wilson, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Herbert threw for 3 touchdowns against us. No interceptions for Russ, which is nice. The Gus Bus, 21 for 73 and a touchdown. Yeah, Najee was, he was so good in the first 2 weeks. Week 3, not as good. Even though I do think Jalen Warren is probably the better of the 2, and Najee didn't get his 5th-year option picked up, which was kind of interesting. So maybe after this year, we're going to go full Jalen Warren. Pat Freiermuth had his best game of the year. Najee did some stuff in the air, which is nice to see. Roman Wilson, 4 for 29. Pickens had another 2-touchdown game. Wow, the Ravens are 7-0 to start off the year. We're probably not winning the division. We are currently 4-3, which puts me in a really weird spot because that's not terrible if I wanted to keep Russell Wilson as my starting quarterback, but obviously Fields has a lot higher potential just because of the age. But Russ is 3rd in passing yards. Oh my God, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 71% completion percentage. We'll still keep it at a week-to-week basis. Najee Harris has been pretty good, 74 yards on the ground. Yeah, like I wish Madden it was a little bit easier to get 2 running backs involved because Jalen Warren, I think, is probably the better of the 2. At least, or definitely in the passing game, maybe short yardage, you'd go with Najee. But breaking tackles, I feel like it's Warren with his elusiveness. Pickens, 30 39 for 535. He should get over 1,000 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns. Freiermuth, 33 for 412. Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson right around the 200 mark. Austin does have 50 more receiving yards. Sack-wise, Troy Fautanu, the rookie, 6 sacks have been given up. Defensively, Patrick Queen has the most tackles on the team. 3 sacks for Highsmith, 3 for Ogunjobi, 2 for Watt. Might need to change up the scheme a little bit. How do we not have 1 interception? Madden, 7 weeks in, not 1 interception. Also forgot to mention, I do have my scout national focus on corners. Losing 31-37 to the Giants in overtime hurts. Like, Daniel Jones just torched us, and I don't know if this loss is on Russell Wilson. I mean, maybe we just go with Justin Fields and I say I gave it half a year. Najee Harris had 2 touchdowns in this game. I may make Jaylen Warren like the number 1 running back. We'll see. We fall to 4-4 in the year. 6 for 92 for Pickens. I just feel like the defense has been weird this year. Man, Keanu Benson got a sack. Alex Highsmith, just what's going on with TJ Watt? Finally, an interception. So for the second half of the year, yeah, I'm going to go with Justin Fields as the starting quarterback, and I'm going to go with Jaylen Warren as the starting running back over Najee Marshall. I love how I just said Najee Marshall and not Najee Harris. Of course. All right, so let's go with that. We'll see what he can do, because I will go to the player negotiation tab here, because we could sign some guys. Muth is a free agent at the end of the year. I'd like to bring him back. Warren and Harris are both free agents. Man, Najee actually wants, I don't know, they're both kind of a similar amount. Fields, yeah, 33 mil. So I got to see. I got to get a sample size because I can't just commit that much money to him if he's not going to play well over the second half of the year. Let's bring back Cameron Hayward. He has been here longer than anybody else on this team. Veteran, captain, have to bring him back. I'm going to give him a generous offer. We got a deal done. I'd like to bring back Pat Freiermuth as well. I'm going to give him a little bit of a generous offer. We'll see. If he doesn't accept this, we will go to next week. There we go. I think I'll choose my running back in the offseason between Najee and Jaylen Warren. I mean, if you go to Russell Wilson, he just wants 6.7 mil, but he would get a nice signing bonus. So I think that's going to be it for now for re-signing guys. Let's see how Fields does in his first week as the starter. And we lost 13-7. Okay. To the Washington Commanders of all teams. All right. 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions for Fields. On the ground, he had 5 for 21. Warren had 17 for 56. All right. Maybe not the greatest start to the Justin Fields era in Pittsburgh. And we finished the season with a 7-10 record. So it wasn't as good. I feel like in the Justin Fields era, I mean, like 3-6 after kind of I saw you guys at one point. So, I mean, how bad was it after the Commanders game? 7-13 loss, and we lost 28-32 to the Ravens. Okay, the Ravens were really good. Like, how did Justin Fields do in this game? 247 with 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, so definitely a better game in this one than against the Commanders. It seems like Jaylen Warren was better in this game as well. I'm not really sure if he's going to cement himself to earning a big contract. Like, I may go with Najee Harris long term, but then losing 10-21 to the Browns kind of hurts. 31-28 win against the Bengals, lose to the Browns by 6, lose to the Eagles by 7, get blown out by the Ravens, and then beat the Chiefs and Bengals to end the year. So we had some nice wins. It's a shame, though. Like, Justin Fields, I think, showed promise. Oh, man, do I bring him back? I mean, I could bring Fields back on, like, a 2-year deal, but I'm not opposed to drafting a quarterback either. So, yeah, this is also the first time in Mike Tomlin's career for the Pittsburgh Steelers that we ended up finishing 500 or worse on a year. I mean, this is probably one of the worst scenarios for the Steelers. Oh, my God, they both threw 1937 passing yards between Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. You really can't make this up whatsoever. All right, yards per game, both 113.9. So they played the same amount of game. Well, I guess it's going to average out for 17. But either way, yeah, you just want somebody to really take the reins as the starting quarterback going forward. I don't know if we saw enough from either guy, which obviously puts us in like the worst case scenario. We're going to move on from Warren or Harris this offseason. We're going to figure out who we're going with going forward. But George Pickens was fantastic. 1,100 yards, almost 1,200, 82 receptions, 15 touchdowns. Pat Freiermuth was good, just didn't get a lot of touchdowns. Hopefully we can add another good receiver this offseason. I know Broderick Jones has looked inconsistent in preseason play so far, but I think a good first year from Zach Frazier. I think fine year 2 from him. Troy Fautanu, 15 sacks allowed. Hopefully that's a little bit better next year. 7 sacks for Highsmith, 7 for Watt, which is really low for him on his career. 2 interceptions for Dante Jackson, and a couple guys with just 1. All right, so just looking at the 2024 season recap, the Cowboys, to surprise, right? To any surprise. 34-24 in the Super Bowl over the Ravens. Dak Prescott was your Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson took home MVP this season. John Harbaugh of the Ravens Coach of the Year. Brendan Ayuk, of course, Offensive Player of the Year. Just rubbing it in my face. Max Crosby, Depoy. Jonathan Brooks, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Brendan Fisk, Defensive Rookie of the Year. We will see if anybody from the Steelers ended up retiring. Oh! All right, well, that makes my decision a little bit easier long term, as Russell Wilson, well, I can't speak, ends up retiring after 13 years in the NFL. I don't think he would retire after this year. I think he's still also getting a little bit of money from the Denver Broncos. For offseason workouts, I mean, I could send Justin Fields, but he's not under contract, but maybe that'll help it out a little bit if we are going to go with him long term. Yeah, I'd rather Justin Fields work on accuracy, throw on the run and play action than his speed that he wanted to this offseason. Also, for the 2025 NFL draft, we're going to be picking at number 14, which isn't really a great spot to be in. There's a chance I'm going to maybe take a quarterback with that pick or look to leverage it for maybe a wide receiver 1. But we do have a tough decision to make at our running back spots. Do I want to go with Warren or do I want to go with Najee Harris? They're pretty much the same overall. Najee's 1 year older. I personally like Jaylen Warren a little bit more in real life, so I'm going to give Jaylen Warren about, oh man, I hate paying running backs, but it will be nice to have him. I'm going to go with 3 years, a little bit higher AAV. Actually, I'll go the 4th year. We'll see if he accepts that, and he does. So that means we're going to let Najee Harris walk in free agency. Oh my God, Fields wants 5 for 58 as a 77 overall. I mean, maybe he develops if we get him another receiver. I don't want to give him a 5-year deal. I will give you a 2-year deal. I will up the annual value. That is it. Can we get Fields on a 2-year contract to prove it? Okay, we do. So I don't know if he's the starting quarterback next year. We'll see. We get James Daniels back on a 2-year deal. I think I'm going to let Dante Jackson hit free agency. I don't know. He only wants 2.5 mil. This is actually fine. All right, he's going to go to free agency. We can work out it if we need it. But I would like some more corner depth because it isn't great on this team. With it being pretty much Joey Porter, and it's not really great outside of him. We have Cameron Sutton. Long term, yeah, Corey Trice, you hear good things about, but he missed all his rookie year last year. You do have Ryan Watts. I mean, they're okay. We definitely need to add a corner this free agency period or throughout the draft. So Keenan Allen is a free agent. Do I want to invest money into Keenan Allen? I don't think so. There's signs of regression in real life here. I mean, like, he would be a wide receiver 1, but he's a little bit older. I don't hate the idea of trying to trade for one, but yeah, he's like maybe the only wide receiver 1 in this game available here. Like, that's not going to be DeAndre Hopkins at this point of his career. Yeah, I could have signed Mac Jones or Sam Darnold, so I guess I'll take my chances with Justin Fields on this 2-year deal. You know what? I'm going to see if I can bring back an old buddy of Mike Hilton, who was a slot corner with the Steelers for quite some time. I'm going to try to slot him into the slot now, and we're going to give him a 2-year deal. And Justin Reed being 28 years old would be a good scheme fit. I'm going to see if he can be my big name free agency signing. We're going to try to give him 4 years and see if we can outbid some of these teams out there. It seems like we are the number 1 team right now, and Keenan Allen actually signed with the New England Patriots, and Najee Harris ended up going to Las Vegas, which is kind of cool for him. And we ended up getting Justin Reed and Mike Hilton, so it's looking like the secondary could be improved already. We're going to look at the newest mock draft here. You have Harry Beaver going number 1 overall. I'm trying to figure out how to download the new draft classes. I'm kind of having an issue here. This might be an old save, that's why. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go Stephen Cook here. I have been looking at Lauren Sherrod as well. I don't think I'm against the idea of going defensive lineman. I wouldn't mind a good corner. Dwayne Burrell, I've been looking as well from SMU. I just don't know if there's a quarterback out there. I could also release Larry Ogunjobi, which would save me around $4 million. And I'm going to go with that route to clear up a little bit of cap space. I'm going to give Derek Barnett a 1-year deal for some D-line depth. I also picked up A.J. Dillon to replace Najee Harris as the backup running back. Derek Barnett ended up signing with us, and I got Jake Browning to be the backup quarterback. All right, so we are selecting 14 here the night of the 2025 NFL Draft. I mean, Bob McClain is on the board, a quarterback I have been scouting. Oh man, he's projected to go in the top 5. He's here at 14 out of Nevada. Do I do this? He actually doesn't look too bad. I didn't think he was going to fall to me here. I was going to take a corner. You know what? I'm going to go Bob McClain here. Yeah, I'm going to go with him here at number 14. Please be hidden development. Oh, I'm so nervous. He's got such a funny player build. Or just the suit choices in this game are comical. But I will say this is a cool feature that Madden did add this year. 57th in true value, and I took him at 14. Not what I wanted to be whatsoever. Oh my God. All right, that's not good. We did take Lorenzo McKee here in the 2nd round. He looks like a pretty good defensive tackle. You know, I get the thought of drafting a franchise quarterback, and it's just so enticing. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that in McClain over time. We'll see, but if Fields through the halfway of the year is not doing well, he's going to be gone. It's going to be the same old line from last year. We have Frymuth up to superstar development. You know, George Pickens, I wanted a wide receiver 1 and him to be the 2. I think this year he can actually show that he can actually be, yeah, like a wide receiver 1. We're going to go Roman Wilson, wide receiver 2. Calvin Austin as the wide receiver 3. I'm probably going to pick like a wide receiver 4 up in free agency. Jaylen Warren, I chose you over Najee. Please prove me right this year. We're going to have Reed and Fitzpatrick as our safeties. Love that. TJ Watt, Patrick Queen. Thought about moving Cole Holcomb because I do like Peyton Wilson, who they just drafted in this most recent draft. So maybe there's a Holcomb trade to be made at one point this year. Alex Highsmith, D-line is going to be Derek Barnett, who we did sign. I think McKee honestly could get some runtime as well. We drafted him as a D tackle in round 2, but I guess we'll go Benton as the starting DT. We got Cameron Eward. We could go to a 4-3. Mike Hilton, Joey Porter, and then it's kind of rough. We did draft Forbes here in the mid-rounds, so maybe he's going to be someone that could be something for us, but 70 overall cornerback 3 isn't really a recipe for success. And yeah, we're going to definitely just keep an eye on what this team is doing with Justin Fields, and if somebody can let me know about these draft class things, it just may be something on my end. But yeah, when I try to import a draft class, I can't download it directly from the share. I did download 2 draft classes to my local files, but they're just not showing up. Yeah, I don't know if I would have drafted a Connor Wegman or Shador Sanders or Quinn Ewers last year, but possibly could have been something. Yeah, not off to a great start this year for Justin Fields as my starting quarterback. We're 2-5 basically on the year, which is not great whatsoever. We lost to the Ravens in week 1, beat the Vikings, we lost to the Bengals, the Packers, the Bengals again on the Lions, and then we did beat the Rams on the road. I may go to a different quarterback option very soon. And through the first 7 games, yeah, Fields with 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. CJ Stroud, 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Okay. I mean, weird. I mean, I think I may give Fields like 2 to 3 more weeks. Jalen Warren's averaging 42 yards per game. Love that. Pat Freiermuth has been fine. I mean, yeah, we're not seeing really great play out of George Pickens this year. After I said he could be a wide receiver 1. Oh, no. All right, so we did just rattle off 2 wins in a row. We beat the Bears 31-17, then we beat the Jets 24-7. Fields threw for 306 yards against the Bears, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Warren, better game on the ground. Nice Pickens game here. All right, so I did just re-sign George Pickens and TJ Watt. This could be the last year of Cole Holcomb. I would like to bring back Cam Hayward on a 1-year deal. It'll actually be on a 2-year deal. All right, we may be back. I thought everything was done. I thought this season was going to be a wash, and I'm really scared about this team's future, but Justin Fields proving me wrong. We just beat the Bears, Jets, Pats, and Browns. I mean, no crazy opponents right there, but it's nice to rattle off 4 straight wins. Justin Fields is performing better, which is great to see. George Pickens and Calvin Austin got it done in this game. 2 touchdowns for Calvin Austin, okay. And we beat the Bills last week, 28-23. This team is on fire. And we just lost to the 4-11 Colts. We are now 8-8 on the year. Probably not going to make the playoffs anymore. That is such a brutal loss late in the year. There are 3 AFC North teams in the playoff picture as well. Oh, man, we're 8-8. Yeah, we're probably not going to get... Yeah, I think we actually got eliminated because the Raiders are in at 10-6, and we can't get to 10 wins this year, sadly. We did finish the season above 500 as we ended up beating the Broncos in the last week of the year, but unfortunately, it was too little, too late for this team to make the playoffs. We did finish the season above 500, which is nice to see. I mean, Fields is still young, 2-year deal, but it's making me possibly regret drafting a quarterback in the first round. Lost to the Ravens by 5, beat the Dolphins by 1, lost to the Browns by 3, but that eliminated us, losing to the Colts that were 4-11 at the time. Then we ended the year off with a win against the Broncos. Justin Fields finished the season 16th in passing yards with 3,400 yards, 25 touchdowns, but 14 interceptions, decent amount. Jalen Warren averaged 52 yards per game. Really not great numbers there. A.J. Dillon had 7 touchdowns as the backup running back. Pickens was worse this year, at least in counting stats-wise. Freiermuth still consistent. I mean, Austin and Wilson, like as wide receiver 2s and 3s, not bad. I would just like Pickens to really step up as a wide receiver 1. Fatani with another double-digit sack allowed season. That is not great for the team's 2024 first-round pick. TJ Watt, 7 sacks. I did re-sign him as well, but it seems like in the save, he hasn't been too good. But we did get some nice interceptions out of Fitzpatrick, Porter, and Reed, but 2 just being the team high is so low. So here's the 2025 season recap as the Chiefs beat the Niners again in the Super Bowl, 3rd time in the last 10 years. Dak Prescott won MVP. Patrick Mahomes was Super Bowl MVP. Matt LaFleur of the Packers, Coach of the Year. CeeDee Lamb, Offensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby, Defensive Player of the Year. And then the number 1 pick, Harry Beaver, was the Offensive Rookie of the Year. And of course, Stephen Cook, who I would have liked to have drafted, ends up getting Defensive Rookie of the Year. Damn it, I gave him a 2-year contract extension. Cam Hayward ends up retiring. Oh, that is such a big loss. I feel like our window is closing with this star-studded defense now. We are going to pick up Broderick Jones' 5th-year option. Cole Holcomb, I think I'm going to let hit free agency. Same with A.J. Dillon. Calvin Austin, maybe as well. His team may look a little bit different next year. Isaac Sumalo, oh my God, I got to bring him back. I don't know. I don't really know if it's going to be worth it because we are going to be kind of thin on cap space, and I may get a replacement level guard in the draft. Can't really cut anyone to save money. Oh my God, Brock Purdy is here. 93 overall. All right, that would have been a nice quarterback to have some cap space for. He would have some interest in us. I mean, 93 overall, this could really change a lot of things. I just don't have the money to get this done. Damn, that is unfortunate. He's going to have much better deals out there. I'm going to offer A.J. Dillon basically the lowest I can to see if he's going to get no other offers and will be my backup running back again. Deebo Samuel's here, 85 overall though. I'm going to see if I can snag Wan'Dale Robinson and maybe replace Calvin Austin. I'm going to hopefully be able to sign Ed Ingram here for basically half the price of Sumalo. I'm going to see if I can offer Kyler Gordon a deal to be in the cornerback group with Forbes, Hilton, and Porter. And lastly, I want to see if I can get Khalil Mack. I would convert him to a defensive lineman just to hopefully give me a 1-year bridge bridge guy till we find out who's going to maybe replace Cameron Hayward in the long term. And Brock Purdy is a pat. Do I trade for Drake May now? What is going on? We did pick up Khalil Mack, Kyler Gordon, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Ed Ingram, and we should still get AJ Dillon. I mean, I'm going to probably inquire about Drake May. I mean, I would look to just maybe do a swap McLean for him because they're not going to be able to afford Justin Fields. Would they accept this? They would save a little bit of money. I would throw in my 5th and 6th in this year's draft and McLean, who's my most recent first, but I'm getting Drake May, who I like the upside of. All right, we could definitely get this done, I think, if I include my 4th, Bob McLean, and a 6th for Drake May, and they are going to accept that. So Drake May is a Pittsburgh Steeler. So Fields, if you do not show me progression this year, Drake May will be the starting quarterback going forward. He's not very good anymore, but I'm going to offer Cooper Kupp a 1-year deal. It's crazy how much he regresses this quickly in the game. He doesn't have great finesse moves, but Markel Flowers, please be a good player that we are going to take with our first-round pick at 17. He was ranked 33rd in true value. We took him at 17. He has normal development. In the second round, I'm going to take Emmett Fowler, who was ranked 46th in true value. We drafted him at 49. Looks like a really good corner in the making. In the third round, I took David Reese, who has hidden development, a tight end out of Oklahoma. We'll see where we can play him kind of throughout this season, and we didn't have much in the later rounds. We got LaMelo Martin there in the 5th round, and Kyle Cody, since I did move multiple picks to get Drake May. So going into year number 3 of this rebuild, it's going to be a little bit different on the team as Pat Freiermuth, superstar X Factor development. That is exciting. We're going to have Broderick Jones, Ed Ingram, who we just signed, Frazier, Daniels, and Furtanu on the O-line. Pickens as our wide receiver 1. We're going to have probably Wan'Dale Robinson, wide receiver 2, Roman Wilson, and Cooper Kupp. And we do have Jake Bobo as well. Going to be competing for that wide receiver 3 role all year. Reese, who we just drafted, backup tight end, starting fullback, kind of like that for us. Fields is going to be the starting quarterback, but if we are not performing well, it's going to go to Drake May. The defense in the post-Cam Hayward era is going to look kind of interesting to start. I think I may go with McKee as the starting D tackle. Benton is going to be on the D-line with Khalil Mack. We have Kyler Gordon, Fowler, Porter, Hilton as our corners, which we actually have some good depth. We moved off from Cole Holcomb, so we do have Peyton Wilson, the former Wolfpack, who was the mid-round pick for the Steelers in the 24 draft. Justin Reed, TJ Watt, Minkah Fitzpatrick, superstar X Factor, Alex Highsmith. It's a good team on paper. We're a high overall. Well, I wouldn't say high overall, but 84 overall, 83 offense, 87 defense. This should be a team that could win. I don't know about the division because Baltimore's been very good every year, but hopefully a team that can at least make the playoffs for the first time in this video. But we started off the season with a win against the Cleveland Browns. We won 32-18, which is a great start to the year. And I don't know, man, maybe we're gonna have some momentum with Fields. We'll see. We went up against Tony McKee as the starting quarterback for the Browns. Jalen Warren, there we go. I'd like to see that from him this year. George Pickens had a good game. 2 sacks for Lorenzo McKee, 1 for Myles Garrett, 1 for Khalil Mack. And through our first 6 games this year, we're 4-2. Like, I will take that. We lost by 3 to the Bengals, 5 to the Colts, but we have had some nice offensive games. 32 points, 28, 49, and 38 in the last 2 weeks. Justin Fields threw for 5 touchdowns in the second game this year against the Cleveland Browns. 3 touchdowns for Jalen Warren in the air. But it's been kind of the same old story with Fields. It's just inconsistent play. I don't know if it's on Fields, but we ended up losing back-to-back games, 27-31, or like Fields had not a good game here against Tennessee. We ended up losing 27-31, and then we also had the Panthers 17-6. That's so gross. But then we just rattled off 3 straight wins in a row, including a win against the Baltimore Ravens. We're currently the 6th seed in the AFC. We're 7-4 though. Are we gonna blow this, or are we gonna actually make it to the playoffs for the first time in this rebuild? I'm gonna offer a deal to Minkah Fitzpatrick. We get him back on a new contract extension. Patrick Queen, will he come back? Boom, there we go. Time to bring back Joey Porter, and he's gonna resign. Fields wants $100 million over 4 years. We'll see how far he could take us before I do that. Gonna bring back Keanu Benton and James Daniels. All right, we may make a late season change. It's just too inconsistent with Justin Fields. Like, we were 7-4, and then we end up losing 21-24, and then we just got blown out 41-6. I know this might be a crazy decision, but I may go with Drake May for the final weeks of the season. Fields has been better this year, though. I don't know. Maybe I'll ride with Fields. It's a tough decision. And Justin Fields finished the season strong. We ended up as the 6th seed in the AFC. We're going to be going on the road to NRG Stadium in Houston to take on the Texans. We ended the season going 10-7. Fields was 4th in passing yards, 35 touchdowns. Oh, he was kind of good, like, on paper. 14 interceptions, though, still a decent amount. Jalen Warren better this year, 9 touchdowns, 962 yards on the ground. George Pickens back to wide receiver 1 status, 7 touchdowns, 92 receptions, 1,260 yards. Even Cooper Kupp was like a good wide receiver too for us. Troy Fautanu, 10 sacks. I guess it's getting better. Broderick Jones has really improved with this team as well. Lorenzo McKee, oh my God, I was second round pick 2 years ago, 13 sacks this year. That is insane. Joey Porter and Patrick Queen, each with 4 interceptions. And let's see, are we able to beat the Texans? And we beat them. Let's go. We're going to advance to the divisional round and take on the Vegas Raiders, who went 16-1. Oh my God, what? 16-1 Vegas went. Who is their quarterback? Desmond Ridder. Okay, they went 16-1. No, Najee Harris. Well, he's just making me look like an absolute idiot letting him go. An unreal year. 1,500 yards, 18 touchdowns. Devontae Adams was really good. They went 16-1. That is absurd. They got some good offensive line play. Oh my God, Max Crosby with 22.5 sacks. Fields threw for 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Stroud threw 3 interceptions in this game. Jalen Warren and Joe Mixon were pretty similar on the ground. Pickens had a nice game in the air. Did we give up any sacks? No sacks. And then how did we get these 3 interceptions? 1 for Patrick Queen, 1 for TJ Watt, 1 for Emmett Fowler. Okay. All right, let's see if we're able to beat the Raiders on the road. Please, Justin Fields, I need you to play good today. Jalen Warren on the ground. I'll take that start. Pickens over the middle. Come on, get upfield, George. There we go. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, they're sending the house here. Oh, come on. Just find Warren there. Warren, get the first down, please. All right, 3rd and 1. And that is going to be a first down for Jill. Oh my God, dude, he got rocked. Thank God Fryermuth was right there. All right, 3rd and 6. Can we get this first down? Wise wide open, and we didn't get it out in time. And unfortunately, we're probably gonna have to punt here from the 42. We got a big 3rd down here, just trying to hold them to a field goal. Oh man, 3rd and 5. This is kind of nerve-wracking. Come on, come on. Oh man, they have all the time in the world. They're gonna hit the running back. No, no, there we go. That's a huge sack for TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. Some OG Steelers getting it done there. That is gonna make them punt, or they're gonna actually hit a field goal. Ah man, Justin Fields may have thrown an interception. They were right back here. 3rd and 5 from the 30. Our defense played great last time. Can we get a stop here? We're here. We're here. Peyton Wilson, come on. Come on. Oh my God, my pursuit is so trash. All right, we're unfortunately down 10-0, but can we get a touchdown here to end the first half? I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Oh man, I should have threw that. Please, RB. Oh, that's gonna get picked off. Oh my God, Cooper Kupp touchdown. I don't know how we fit that in that window, but I'll take it. Oh, I'm nervous. We have a huge 3rd and 5 here. We kind of need to pick this up if we want to maybe retake the lead or tie the game. I don't want to fall down by multiple scores even more. There we go. Good protection. All right, that is gonna be a huge first down. Jalen Warren, huge gain. All right, back here in the red zone, can we get some points on the board? Nope, Max Crosby is too good. 3rd and 12 here. I don't want to force anything in. I need to leave here with points. I can't mess this up. Is that going to be a touchdown, Cooper Kupp, please? Please, was he in? Oh my God, I should have did a possession catch there. That is so brutal. We did hit a field goal, but unfortunately they went back and they scored a touchdown, and they just scored 2 touchdowns in a row, and it looks like, oh my God, we have a 4th and 28. All right, we're probably losing this game. This got really ugly real quickly. All right, 4th and 28. We're gonna have to throw this deep. This could be the last throw of Justin Fields' career with the Steelers. George Pickens going deep, and he drops it. And that's the game. Yep, we're gonna get blown out here on the road in Vegas. Damn. And the Raiders lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game, and the Bengals win the Super Bowl. Cowboys are there again. Joe Burrow was your MVP of the Super Bowl, with Lamar winning MVP this year. Antonio Pierce, Coach of the Year. CeeDee Lamb, Offensive Player of the Year, and Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year. We did have Cooper Kupp retire, and I think I'm going to go with Drake May as my quarterback next year over Justin Fields. We should have a little bit more to work out around him, because Fields is just, yeah, I'm not going to give Fields $116 million over 4 years. We're going to pick up the 5th-year option on Troy Fautanu, which should lead me with about $37 million. I think since we drafted that backup tight end last year, I'm not going to bring back Darnell Washington, at least for now. Man, I wish there was something like in NFL free agency, like MLB, you can get a comp pick if they leave, but yeah, we're not getting anything in return. No sign and trade with Justin Fields. And the free agency class isn't great. Justin Fields does have 5 offers out there. Anthony Richardson's here, man. He's been, I guess, somewhat of a letdown. That's crazy. I'm going to offer Amari Cooper a 1-year deal to be maybe that Cooper Kupp replacement. I'm going to give Hassan Reddick a 1-year deal. And I'm going to be making a big trade here to get Drake May another weapon. Let's just get another guy from the 24 draft. We're going to be moving Wan'Dale Robinson back to the Giants, and I'm going to be moving my 26th overall pick for Malik Neighbors. And yeah, we're going to get Malik Neighbors and George Pickens in our wide receiver room. I'm going to sign Sam Howell to be my backup quarterback, and we pick up Amari Cooper as well, who's going to be like wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 for us. We get Sam Howell. I'm not sure if I'm going to get Hassan Reddick. I'd actually like to up this offer a little bit just to make sure that I get him. And we pick up Hassan Reddick to replace Khalil Mack. Here was our draft recap. We ended up getting Ron Lindsay here, Julian Woodley, George Coleman, Sammy Garland, Cooper Widemer and Lionel Alexander mainly address the defensive side. It's just Lindsay had really good intangibles, just maybe not going to work out. And I'm excited. It's going to be the first year of the Drake May era. We're going to have pretty much the same O-line as last year. Freiermuth as the tight end. We're going to have Neighbors as the wide receiver 2, Pickens wide receiver 1, Cooper wide receiver 3, Jalen Warren, Drake May, and Reese as the running back, quarterback, fullback. Defensive side of things, kind of a similar front seven. We are going to go with Hassan Reddick, which for some reason I'm not seeing him now. What? Where is Hassan Reddick? All right, hopefully I can find him. I don't know. Is he just not here? Did I not pick him up? That just wouldn't make any sense. So I'll fix that in the depth chart. Maybe we don't have him, which is weird. I like the corners. I mean, this team's an 86 overall. We could be up to an 88 by the end of the year. And it already said that I signed him. So unless the CPU, I guess, cut him, which is weird. Why would they do that? I don't know. So the D-line is going to be McKee, D-tackle, right end, Keanu Benton, and left end is going to be Markel Flowers. In May's first 6 games as a Steeler, we are 4-2. We lost by 6 to the Niners. We got blown out by the Chargers. We just beat the Rams 28-14. May, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, only 149 yards though. And Drake May hasn't been too good so far, but he's not turning the ball over, which is what I like to see. 70 yards per game for Jalen Warren, Pickens and Neighbors as the top 2 guys. Hopefully they're getting more familiar with each other, and this team could be a lot better in the second half of the year, and hopefully the defense could keep us alive. 3 sacks already for McKee. Well, 3 sacks in 6 games isn't great. Oh, and would you look at that? We won the AFC North. We went 12-5. Unfortunately, though, the Chiefs ended up, I guess, having the tiebreaker over us, so we're not the 1 seed in the playoff bracket. And we're going to be taking on the Bills wild card weekend, who went 10-7 this year. Drake May finished 7th in passing yards, 9th in touchdowns. Oh my God, 6 interceptions. He's killing it. I think he's the QB of the future for this team. 12 touchdowns on the ground for Jalen Warren. Over 1,000 yards for Pickens and Cooper. Okay. It's kind of crazy. 15 sacks allowed for Troy Fautanu, who's just been not great in this video. 11 sacks for TJ Watt. 7.5 for Lorenzo McKee. 3 interceptions from Minkah Fitzpatrick. And we beat the Bills to advance to the divisional round to go up against our division rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. Drake May, 33 points against the Bills. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Josh Allen had 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions as well. 71 yards on the ground for Jalen Warren. 5 for 126 for Amari Cooper. Okay, that has actually been a fantastic signing for us. Highsmith had 2 sacks in this game. Can we beat the Ravens to advance to the AFC Championship game? Boom! The 12-5 Steelers are going to be going up against the 12-5 Kansas City Chiefs. And this one was a thriller. 35-32. The Steelers win. Lamar had 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Drake made 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Thank you, New England, for signing Brock Purdy. You really saved us on finding potentially our franchise quarterback. Neighbors and Cooper found the end zone. And that's back-to-back games with the sack Markel Flowers had. And could we advance to the Super Bowl? Please, can we pull off the upset on the road in Arrowhead? Please go to the Super Bowl. Please, did we do it? Did we do it? I don't know. Oh my God, we did! Yes, you can see in the bottom right, we won 34-28. And as I covered the wrong thing there, we won 34-28 as the Vikings are 15-2. And that is going to be the Super Bowl matchup. 34-28, we won in overtime. Oh my God, these games have been offensive thrillers. 4 touchdowns for Mahomes, but 3 for Drake May. I don't think he's thrown an interception in any of these games, which is insane, his decision-making. Good game on the ground for Jalen Warren. Drake May found the end zone. Pickens over 100 yards. Freiermuth with a touchdown. David Reese with a touchdown. Okay. A sack for Benton. A sack for McKee. Let's go. Here we go. J.J. McCarthy versus Drake May. 2 quarterbacks drafted here in the 2024 draft class going up against each other in the Super Bowl. UNC versus Michigan here in the Patrick Peterson Bowl. Come on, I need you guys to get off to a good start. All right, let's see if we can do it. Playing at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Obviously not gonna have the speed as Fields had, so I don't know if I'm gonna rely too much on Drake May's legs. He is mobile, but he's not obviously super fast. Not a great start here for Jalen Warren. Drake May dropping back to throw. Easy catch there by Pat Freiermuth. Come on, Muth, come on. All right, 3rd and 2. All right, 3 yards needed for Jalen Warren, and we're going to get those with ease. Spin to the outside, not going to get much there, but hey, nice first down. 2nd and 11, May is going to go play action here. He's going to drop back, and wow, okay, May actually is quicker than I thought. Throwing the run is tough, but he's going to, oh man, that's tough. May is, yeah, definitely quicker than I thought. That could have been a first down, so that is kind of disappointing there. Not great O-line play. I want to hit Pickens on the outside here, but I don't think, wow, I dropped way too far back. And the Vikings just scored a touchdown. Hopefully we can get one back here, as we're going to throw it up to Amari Cooper, and he's going to get the touchdown right there. Let's go. Amari Cooper coming up big for us. Kind of like a Joe Hayden-esque signing. All right, 3rd and 10 here from the 13. Can we get a stop? Please. Oh my God, he's gonna get an end zone. Pick that off. Oh my God, really? We could not even bat that down. All right, big touchdown there for the Vikings. That is terrible. ball playing right there by our corner. Let's see if we can get Frymouth up the middle. Dump that down. Okay, that was just so stupid by me, but hey, I'll take that. If this play doesn't work, I'm getting robbed here. Malik Neighbors, please get open here. Please get open. May, can I find that? Okay, on the run. Please hold on to that. Great catch. Malik Neighbors, huge first down within the 30. George Pickens over the middle. Oh my God, what a play by the corner. Amari Cooper with the spin move. Oh my God, this guy's getting it done in his mid-30s. All right, can we find George Pickens in the end zone right here, please? George Pickens, hold on to it. He's down at the 1. And Jalen Warren is going to get in the end zone, and we have a tie game. And the defense just gave up a touchdown pretty much right away to the Vikings. And I feel like we've just been playing catch-up all game. Offensive line, I need you to come through here. I need 1 yard with Warren. I don't think we got it. Oh my God, it says we got it. That's huge. 3rd and 6, need a big first down here. I see you, Frymouth. Please just hold on to that ball. Huge stuff. I kind of want to send Frymouth up the seam here. If we can get around that linebacker, I think I can get an easy touchdown. No. Oh my God, that was scary, but that's a first down. First to go from the 3. Can I get in with Warren? And that's another Jalen Warren touchdown. Tie game at 21. Yeah, it's a shame not having TJ Watt like rushing the quarterback too much. Like, I probably messed up his scheme. I feel like I needed him rushing the quarterback more in this video. 3rd and 4 here. They're going to pass it. They had a wide receiver screen open, and they're going to get the first round at Justin Jefferson. And we just can't. We just can't stop them. They just score a touchdown every time we do. Down 28-21. I just feel like whoever has the ball last is going to win, and it's going to be them. Huge play from George Pickens here. Oh my God, yes. George, come on. Stop back. Huge gain. Drake May scramble there. Okay, he is actually way quicker than I need him to be. That is huge. That's a first down. And we're driving. We're here at the 21. I'm just scared. Man, I'm scared. Because even if we score a touchdown, do I just go for 2? But let's actually score first before I just keep saying this stuff. How was that not a catch? All right, Jalen Warren in the screenplay. Can we get upfield here? Come on, Warren. Come on, Warren. There we go. That's a first down. Malik Neighbors back in the end zone, please. Malik Neighbors. Oh, just find that to Reese. Or is that Reese? Yeah, come on, Reese. Get in the end zone. All right, I honestly kind of want to score quickly. I don't think I really want to waste time here just because they can get the ball back and they can get in. I'm not going to get in there with Warren. All right, they're going to go from the 3. Muth, touchdown, bang. All right, we're going to be tied up again. Please, oh my God, defense, come up big. All right, so it's a 3rd and 16 here from the 40. They have all 3 of their timeouts, so a big play here. Oh man, I'm nervous. We're right here. Get a sack. Come on. Are you kidding me, JJ? No, 2 seconds left. Oh no. Oh my God, are they kicking the field goal? I don't know what they're doing. Oh my God, am I about to lose the Super Bowl on a field goal? Please, blow it, please. Can I ice him? Let's ice him. Don't do this to me. Don't beat me on a game-winning field goal in the Super Bowl. Please. Oh God, I'm nervous. All right, please don't go in. Don't go. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, so much pain.